Good morning folks, and welcome to Tech TV. Hope you are all well this morning. I've just pulled in at the fuel station, filled the van up with some diesel. It's not the only one that's low on fuel. I think I might go in and get myself a breakfast, and didn't get time to make myself lunch either, so I'll stock up, get the van fueled up and get myself fueled up. So I've got the van full of diesel, I've got my breakfast wrap here, and I've got my coffee. And shout out to my youngest brother Marcus, who bought me the coffee. He's not actually here. He set me up with this thing where he can buy me a coffee even though he's not even here, so thanks Marcus. So Len, now that Marcus has bought us a coffee, it is your turn. You are up next, Len. I'll head on to the farm now. I decided to give Tom a wee lie-in this morning. He has another few wee jobs to do this morning, and he said he might join me later, and he might not, but I'll head on to the farm and get set up. I think there's about 30 sucklers to do, so it's not serious anyway, even if he doesn't turn up. And most of the feet are overgrown. Don't think there's really any lame ones. We'll see you on the farm.
I got this ticket out of town. It'll take me anywhere but down. So I think I'll hang out in the clouds. 10,000 feet.
So this is my lovely little setup for the day. I'm set up in this feed passage, in this cubicle shed. These girls here are all calving in the next week or so. They're just a wee bit close to calving to touch or to put into the crush just before they calve. So got this area set up in this cubicle shed. Got a cow waiting behind me here, and I'm going to make a wee pen here that's going to hold about 2 cows. These suckler cows are a little bit more wilder than dairy cows. They just wouldn't be used to being handled as much through the parlour and stuff like that. So I like to put down a wee bit of sawdust just so that they can get a grip and they don't fall and slide when they get a bit excited when we're putting them into the crush. But hopefully we'll keep them as calm as we can and we'll get a good job done. Come on, come on. Not playing ball so far, but we'll get there. As easy as that. So with that first wee batch done, my plan is to put these cows here up the crush and let 2 at a time out and go down to that wee shed there where the crush is, down here to my little waiting area. So I'll give that a go. These suckler cows are extremely powerful, so we treat all cattle with respect. They all can do a lot of harm, so you certainly have to move slowly and just take your time and be careful with them, because one kick from one of these animals and you would certainly know what was sticking to you. These cows are making a little bit more noise today than normal. We have separated their calves off them just so we can get their feet trimmed, and then just to save handling the calves and them being in our way once we're putting the cows into the crush. But when the cows have their feet trimmed, they'll be back to their calves and they'll all be happy again. So maybe that's a bit like the way I sounded whenever I had to leave home and leave my mum. Just after loading up the lead pen there, and I see Tom coming. So he did show up.
Gareth, what are you doing here with all these cows? Do you like a coffee?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I don't know which one. I think that's there with the milk in it.
Thank you. That's nearly all the family members has bought me a coffee today. So that's Marcus and Tom. And just need Mum and Glenn now to buy me one. So the day is young yet. Possibly before night they'll have bought me one too.
How much coffee can you drink?
I could be over limit on coffee by the time I have all those drunk. I suppose you could be drinking worse things. When this cow came into the crush, I was amazed at the huge twisted overgrowth in every direction on her hooves. As you can see, these sucklers are in fine shape and very well looked after. This cow was actually more uncomfortable than she was lame. So you may be wondering why these hooves are actually so overgrown. Some cows grow hoof quicker than other cows, and that can be down to various reasons, such as genetics, environment, or diet. These type of suckler cows have a less concentrated diet than the usual dairy cows we have in our videos. So let's see what's under all this overgrown hoof. I wonder, can we find a nice tidy foot inside this overgrown one? I'm going to keep quiet now, and if you haven't already, pause this video and go make yourself a beverage. Then enjoy the therapy that comes from watching hoof trimming at the end of your busy week. Hello again, folks. I hope you're nice and relaxed after watching that hoof trimming transformation. The proper balance and shape has been restored to this cow. This will help her feel more comfortable and sure-footed, ready to step into the weekend. So that's the last suckler cow let out of the crush now. So I just need to clear away some of these gates and let them up this passageway that we brought them down, and let the ones that we did after lunch back up to the calves. So that's all we have time for in this episode of Tech TV. If you enjoyed the video, join in with this stampede and hit the subscribe button. We have just hit 10,000 subscribers and we really appreciate your support. Thanks again, folks. Have a great weekend and I'll chat to you all soon.